Hey everybody, this is Fragger,
Hey everybody, this is Cece.
and we're here to talk about the past week where we came back.
Yeah,
We did. And
we're not dead anymore. Fun fact.
RIP. Where we came back with a series of videos, and hopefully we have the third division video coming out today.
Yeah.
So this is a little what I want to fill this video with is stuff that happened in the past week, stuff that's going to happen in the next week, and talk about the stuff that I hate talking about during videos, like technical stuff, things like that, so that we can get it all out here and everything is taken care of. So, since the last time that we released a video, which was all the way back with Rocket League, I've moved. I now live with my adorable helicopter.
Yay.
I'm patting her head right now.
This is strange.
I was looking at it on the waveform.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's why I was doing it so loudly. And so over here has an entirely different set of terribleness. When I lived back in Connecticut, I had very good internet, so I could upload things any time of the day and be perfectly fine.
Now you got Charter.
Yes.
Charter sucks dicks.
Yes.
Welcome to Missouri.
Yes. And the problem that I'm bumping into here is that the video that we're currently uploading right now, The Division, has taken 2.5 hours to get to 50%.
50%, yeah.
So a 5-hour window on the video that I was going to upload this morning that I had to re-render before I left. Now the computer is still very good, thankfully. So it was able
Your computer's a wizard.
it's able to bang out a video like that in a half an hour, but we had to go to Easter dinner.
Easter lunch.
Easter, whatever the fuck it was.
Easter family.
Easter family times. So I had to make sure that everything was good, and when we came back home, we're uploading, and right now, if I were to tab over to Edge, it says that we still have 118 minutes remaining. So hopefully Division 3 goes out today at a decent time, and also this vlog, because as soon as this vlog is done, I'm going to start uploading it. But over the past week, we had the release of our first batch of videos, and we're going to try to have this type of video out every week, so that we can talk about what happened in the past week, or it's going to be coming out the next week, so look forward to it, and whatnot. Right?
Yeah. Hopefully. I hurt my foot.
You did hurt your foot. That kind of
It's-
slowed us down the last couple
It
days.
slowed us down.
But in this past week, we released the first 2 Division videos, and right now we're waiting on the third to go up, which was the end of our very first session, which was actually us getting back in the saddle of doing video work. We did that, oh god, I want to say the weekend that the Division came out.
Yeah.
So it was a little while ago that we did those Division videos.
Yep. I learned how to talk into a microphone.
About halfway through the video, actually.
Yes, halfway
The-
through the video.
Yes.
We have one microphone between us.
And right
we
now
are
we're
currently cuddling like motherfuckers, and he just bumped the mic right in front of my face.
while we were cuddling, because I totally had to do that. Just be like, cuddles.
You're gonna bump the mic again, you motherfucker.
But yeah, so that's currently what we're dealing with. So in the future, we're hoping to do the audio stuff, but we'll go into audio here in a minute. Speaking of audio, we talked about that a little bit in the other video that came out this week, which was Sultan Sanctuary.
Yes.
Weirdly enough, so between the Division and Sultan Sanctuary, we completely redid our setup. Where when we did the Division and the Mortal Kombat X stuff, which we all shot together on the same day. Oh no, about the same day, because we did Mortal Kombat X.
Over the course of 2 days, actually.
No, one day.
What?
We did the Division on, I think it was like
Oh,
a
right.
Friday, and then we did Mortal Kombat X on a Monday.
Then, okay.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, because we did Mortal Kombat, because it was the whole tradition from Monday to Tuesday, when it had the new, the St. Patrick's Day stuff, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
That we never re-rented the game in order to do, which is sad.
No, we're liars.
Yeah, we were going to, but then time makes fools of us all, I guess.
That was a dumb saying.
It is, it's an actual saying.
I know it's a dumb saying, though.
But time does make fools of us all. I love you. Mwah. So,
Touch me, motherfucker.
don't touch me, you motherfucker. So, moving on from that, Salt and Sanctuary was the first thing that we shot with my new recorder because I've been using a Hauppauge. Sorry, not a Hauppauge.
Pog.
I still have my Hauppauge someplace. My Elgato HD. Sorry, my Elgato Game Capture HD, which is now hooked up to your PS4.
Wait. Oh.
Yeah, it's an Elgato Game Capture HD is the name of that piece of software.
Now
hardware.
yours is
The Elgato HD 60. So I have the new 60 frames per second model so that I can do certain games in 60 frames per second once I figure out how to export in Premiere in 60 frames. So the first thing I shot with that new capture card was Salt and Sanctuary. So that was also you had a few videos in under your belt. We did Salt and Sanctuary. And then right after we filmed Salt and Sanctuary,
we hope to get back to Salt and Sanctuary.
I'll get into that after we're done with what we did this week.
I just wanted to mention that, Brandon.
Okay.
Get off my dick.
I am. I'm next to you.
Okay.
Is that when we were doing Salt and Sanctuary, you had a few under your belt, as I said, and you were more used to talking to a microphone, which is why I think that video came out a lot better. Now, however, I feel like we didn't give the game enough time. We really should do what we're hoping we can do with another game this week if the developer gets back to us. But I don't want to talk about things that might happen.
Yeah.
Because that just jinxes things as he grabs his phone to see if he got an email and he hasn't. So, but yeah, so the other thing that we did was Mortal Kombat X, where we actually shot 3 videos of that, the first of which came out yesterday, in fact.
It was glitched.
Yeah, that's...
there was no reason it should have had an hour of film after it. I checked out his fucking files. He's not full of shit.
Yeah, my Premiere, anyone who's done video editing knows that if you're using a nonlinear editor and you have a piece of video, whatever, all the way at the end, sometimes it will stay there for no reason and then make your video longer. But when I bumped back into my my file for Mortal Kombat X for the first video, I did not have that happen. So I have no idea why I just added an hour of black to the end of the video. So that's been fixed. Should be fine. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry about that. Well, that's pretty much what we did in the past week, was Mortal Kombat X. But in the future, we're hoping to do more fighting games, but that's probably not going to be this week. It might be next week that we start doing a weekly fighting video after we do Mortal Kombat X.
Yep.
So this week, we have a few things that we know are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
We have, let's see here. We grabbed 2 games from Redbox today. We grabbed Mad Max and Far Cry Primal.
Yes.
Both games we've been kind of wanting to play.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, I've been really wanting to play Far Cry Primal because...
Elias Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Am I pronouncing his name right?
Yes.
Good.
You are, in fact, pronouncing your name correctly. Good job. You get a cookie later.
Are you actually going to make me cookies?
I'm not going to make you cookies, but I'm going to hand you a cookie to eat.
Where the fuck are you going to get a cookie?
I don't know, probably my butt. Butt cookies.
We also have the next session of The Division.
Mm-hmm.
Not the same day as that, though. No. That's not going to be the same day as Max or Primal.
No. Those 2 games are going to be probably coming out sometime on Monday if we have time to film stuff today, but we don't know yet. We don't want to give out too many days other than the fact that the second session of The Division is coming out on Tuesday. We don't know how many videos of that it's going to be because I'm going to probably edit it a lot more heavily than I did the first part. But, there's that.
Well, there was a lot of heavy editing in the first session because we made the dumbass mistake of playing one on hard because Mr. Burley McBurleson over here wanted some good loot.
I think it was kind of worth it. It would have been more worth it if we weren't filming it.
Yeah, it would have been worth it if we weren't filming it,
Yeah. But we were.
Scratch my nose. Okay, stop it. Stop it!
You could have scratched your own nose the whole time.
It was a test of your loyalty.
Damn it. Okay, so other than that, during the week, we are also going to be finishing up The Division. So not only are we starting up The Division, we're also finishing up The Division because we kind of talk about it at the end of the session that we kind of feel like we don't want to do this every week, every day.
Yeah.
when it comes to Division. There's other games that we want to play, games with either storylines or things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's other games that we want to get to, and
we don't want to limit ourselves to Tom Clancy.
And it's not just that. I don't think it's going to be that interesting going in the future. Games with narrative, games that we haven't played yet, are more interesting than an MMO. That's the thing. So
I think there's plenty of interesting content we're gonna try and show.
we're gonna get to it.
We're gonna get to a dark zone
Mhm.
eventually.
But
We're gonna betray people, fuck shit up. You know us.
The other problem is the fact that with the Division, we really have to. The editing is, when we're showing both perspectives, is a lot heavier than other co-op games.
Exactly.
It's kind of the quandary of doing a multiplayer kind of a game versus what we're going to be starting next Sunday,
Yes.
which is Resident Evil 6, because that's actually coming out in the PS4 this week, but we're waiting until Sunday to put out a video, so hopefully we'll have some backlog on that,
Yes.
on that motherfucker. Then we have to decide who we're going to play as.
We're gonna play as Sean Beansky,
John Binsky.
everybody's favorite Russian.
Yes.
Sean Beansky.
We need to get that game, but we'll talk about that one another time. But that's pretty much what we're kind of looking into doing this week, are all those games, other than the fact that we completely skipped over the other thing on that day that we have underlined on our giant whiteboard, which is you have DLC to talk about.
I've got some Fallout DLC to talk about and some fucking glitches
Mm-hmm.
that I'm sure all of y'all will hear all about when I bitch about it. And I've got film of said glitches. Fucking
Why don't you say
Bethesda.
the DLC is
Automata?
Something
No,
like
it's
that?
not Automata. It's like Automatron?
Automatron.
Automatron? It's
It's
not
chameleon.
It's not a like automaton. It's like a automatron. It's like fucking Bethesda. You fucking give me. Okay, I love you, Bethesda. You give me so I can have a robot at every one of my trash castles all over the wasteland. But you make this glitchy as fuck shit happen.
Yes, but you can go into that in the actual video.
I will.
So,
I just wanted to give you guys a taste of how much I'm gonna bitch.
but that's something that you're working on. In fact, you're probably going to go back to working on it once we're done with this.
Yeah, as soon as we're done with this.
We also have another game that we're going to be talking about, which is going to be Republique, I believe is how you pronounce it. Which is a weird type of stealth game.
We gotta get that really cool aesthetic DLC for that. Those costumes.
I already got them. They're free.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like they're free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got them.
They're great.
That also does have another game attached to it that I kind of want to do with you, which is Gravity Rush. But the sequel's coming out whenever Sony feels like that game coming out. So
Is that the game with the cat?
yeah,
Ah,
with gravity, and you just mess with gravity the whole time.
cat.
Like, wee wee wee, and your cat's like your gravity buddy.
Cat.
Mm-hmm. And someone else has a bird
Oh,
that is theirs.
that must be trippy as balls.
Well, each person has their own animal friend that helps them with their powers, and one person's a bird, and the main character has a cat,
I almost made a reference that would date this video extremely.
which is
Bernie Sanders.
dating it. Well, we're dating the video because it's probably named at the very fucking top, which is vlog numbers days.
Who the fuck goes through vlogs?
Some people do.
I like you people.
Mwah. Next up, we also it is Easter today.
Yeah.
Yep. So moving on the list.
No, it's Easter today.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten anything made out of eggs. You have to make me scrambled eggs.
Nope. So moving on. So something we want to touch on, which is actually hilarious, is I've been tweeting this a bunch while I've been editing, which is I have editing fuel, which is usually I have background content that I listen to or watch while I edit and helps me edit. We've been watching Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Mm-hmm. Kai, of course. Well, is there any other kind of Dragon Ball Z to watch right now? Oh, that's right. I gotta get you drunk and watch GT.
No.
Yes.
No. I watched GT as a child.
You didn't watch all of it.
I watched like at least the first 5 episodes and cried.
I watched GT when I was younger. I watched 5 of like 150 episodes.
It's not canon.
Technically.
Broly.
Oh, we gotta watch the movies too. other than the fact that we're watching Dragon Ball Z. I don't know why we had to write that down, but Dragon Ball Z.
Maybe a Batman versus Superman video?
So since there was a terrible thing that came out this week, Batman v Superman. So we haven't seen it yet, but it's terrible.
We're not gonna give you any spoilers yet.
Yeah, but
That's what the video's for.
That's what the video might be for.
What you mean we're gonna do a video?
We might do two.
Okay.
We might have spoiler, non-spoiler version. So what we have is since we are PS4 people, we have Injustice: Gods Among Us. So we can literally do a Batman v Superman fight. So we were thinking of doing that next week at some point. If you guys actually want to see that, see us talk about the movie, talk about the fact that I have slowly made you actually care about the DC universe.
Fuck you.
Mwah. It was, hey, some of those were really, you
Yeah,
have to
some were
admit, you've
good,
had
man.
actually fun.
Okay, Superman's my least favorite superhero. Superman, least favorite. Now I care about Superman because of Superman versus the Elite.
It's a great fucking movie.
Not to mention we had fun watching the campy Batman movie.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Fuck yeah.
you actually
Adam
like
West.
Superman, Batman, Doomsday.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
Yeah, with Supergirl and Wonder Woman.
I mean, it was really weird. It had that face, that meme face.
It did. But that last fight was actually really good at the farm.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
Pa
actually...
Kent had no lines.
Pa Kent and Ma Kent had no lines. Or did Ma Kent have a line?
No. None of them had lines.
They were dead. They were actually just husks.
Yeah.
On puppet strings. But, so yeah, so that was one of those things where we're kind of thinking of doing that. So if you guys want us to do that, let us know.
Let us know. Hell, if you want us to do anything. You have ideas? Fucking tell us the idea. We're not promising we're gonna do them.
But it helps us.
It helps us.
We have a nice little whiteboard with all the games that we're thinking of doing right now.
Yeah.
With like priorities and whatnot. And it's actually kind of silly. But PS4 only for right now, because sometime this week we're gonna be able to do PS3 games again.
Yes.
Because when I moved here, I totally forgot my cable for my PS3.
We waiting on Amazon. We're also waiting on Elgato.
Yeah, to come out with the chat cable.
Yeah.
But with the PS3, it gives us the ability to do of the few games that we have on there. There's a game on there you want to do.
You know it.
And there's a few games on there that I want to do. So we're looking forward to that. We also have a lot more fighting games. We have a breadth of other content all throughout there, so that we can
We
definitely
got the JoJo fighting game.
yes, that we can definitely do throughout that entire system. So there's actually a lot that we can do over there that we can't really do on the PS3. Speaking of audio, we spoke about this before. How we're both like cuddled together and talking into a microphone.
My face is smooshed.
Smooshed face. And hopefully soon we can actually fix the microphone setup, because this is going to work a long run.
I almost ate the microphone.
But the thing that's actually killing us the most is hearing the games.
Yep. I thought you figured out a way to fix that.
Possibly, because right now we have to we're jerry-rigging a... Okay. What are you doing?
I was looking into the microphone.
I didn't know that. It was just weird.
Keep going. We're jury rigging.
We're jerry-rigging a...
Oh, jury rigging's different.
We have a setup where we have an optical audio splitter going from the optical out on either of our TVs into a stereo splitter, into a stereo cable, into our headsets. And the problem with that is that it started with... First game that we did that with was Mortal Kombat X.
And we could tell, like, hey, where's all the fucking audio? All
Yeah.
we hear was the echoes of the audio. And then,
So whenever you hear us complain during Mortal Kombat X, Salt and Sanctuary, and the second session of Division, I think we complain about it too, where we cannot fucking hear anything. All we can hear is the occasional gunshots and whatnot. Or in Salt and Sanctuary, like when I was editing it, I did not hear a single bout of music while we were playing. Did you?
I think I heard a little bit.
But there's so much more audio that we were missing from that game that actually I think made it a lot better, which is why I think we were very harsh on it for one thing, other than the obvious other things.
I regret nothing. My critiques are still valid.
Okay. I think that we were a little harsh on it because of how little we played of it.
Yes, my critiques are still valid. I would like to play more to see if they actually learned, like, you know what, I hope the first level is not the first level they made, 'cause that's a terrible thing to do.
Mm-hmm. So, we still have a lot of work we got to do. We still got a lot of other stuff that we have to do. But what makes our job easier?
I don't know.
What's the very last thing on the board?
Oh, fucking, you know what fucking makes our job easier? Subscribers.
Yes, there's a few things out there that subscribers actually help. It helps with clout. It helps with other things. I feel dirty as fuck.
Saying the word clout.
No, I'm talking about people to subscribe to us.
Oh yeah, like and subscribe, baby.
Don't say it. Don't say it. I'm now smothering her. Mwah.
God, I hate that. I hate it when I hear that at the end of videos. Sleep forever. No, not sleep forever. What are you, some sort of weird ASMR fucking fuck? Stop the ASMR shit. I hate when I hear at the end of a video fucking like and subscribe every time.
But
We're starting to...
But when you look at it, you understand why.
I understand why.
It helps us reach out. It helps people view what we're doing, all that other stuff, and we would like to keep doing this as long as we can, as long as people find what we're doing entertaining. So,
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's anything else to really talk about.
Happy fucking Easter.
Happy fucking Easter.
Jesus.
Happy Optimus Prime Day.
Happy Optimus Prime Day. Everybody's favorite Christ analog.
Other than Superman. So, hope you guys all have a great rest of your Easter.
Everybody knows that Goku's the best Christ analog, besides Optimus Prime, and... Don't eat my eyebrow, you fuck!
Have a good day.
Bye.